Hey everybody, it's Reilee.
And it's Kiara.
Just want to pop in for a quick second to say we see everything that's going on in the world. Take a quick second to check out the links in our description to help out those that are in need and enjoy the show. Hi everyone.
Hello.
This is Six Songs for your new favorite music recommendation podcast. I am Reilee.
I'm Kiara.
And today we have a very, very special episode for you. This is the season 1 review.
Whoop,
Ah!
whoop, whoop, whoop.
Basically, we're coming near the end of the year. We're planning on taking a small little hiatus,
Together.
get some things snatched up, pulled in, tucked, bumped, curled, pressed,
Nipped.
contoured, highlighted, and all of that. So we wanted to take this time and do like a little retrospective on all the work that we've done this far by ranking all the playlists that we've done so far from worst to best. So I'm very excited. So we got a chance to
Yeah.
listen to all of them. I'm super excited. How do you feel?
I'm excited. I feel like, you don't realize how many playlists you have until you have to listen to all of them.
Babe, I was like, oh my God, wow, we're kinda
We were
already.
cooking. I'm really proud of the work that we have. And also, like, best to worst, obviously, is subjective. And,
And honestly, yeah,
none of,
I definitely want y'all's input. If you have a
yeah.
favorite, if you have a least favorite, I want to know how you
I
feel.
want, like, justice for blah, blah, blah. Like, I hope y'all should have been listening to the playlists every week. But if not, this would be a great time to this would be a great way to, catch up and give your input. It's
Yeah,
never too late.
disagree with
So
us. Please email us your
please
disagreements.
email us. As you know, we love notes.
Ooh, period. I think
But we
about my
will cuss
queen
you out
all
if
the
you got too
time.
comfortable. What'd you say?
I think about my queen Ariel all the time. I hope she's giving other people notes too, wherever you are.
I do too.
Uh,
She slayed us so bad. Like
literally gagged me. Like I was
our
like
wigs were tugged a little bit.
I said I said, you know what, you're right. And I had nothing to say because
And
you're
because when
right.
you're right, you're right.
Um,
Also, we do have to address my hair.
oh my God, it's what's your name? B.O.B. So they calling you Bob.
Queen Bob is back. The Bob is back. The Queen of the Bobs is back. Okay.
Where are the famous flames?
Yesterday it was giving James Brown. Today it is giving Kiara in high school.
Okay,
So
period.
it's funny that this is the retrospective episode. So I really got to travel back in time
Oh yeah.
to 10 years ago.
If I
Um,
could turn back time.
if I could fly away. Anyway, okay, let's just get started.
What do
Before
you want to
share.
see? Wagon wheel Watusi. Okay, no. Let's get
Walking
into
the
it.
world, want to see.
So I'm particularly excited because God hath ordained that we have 24 playlists so far, so we can do 4 tiers of 6, which
It's
is
kind of insane.
so fabulous how that worked out.
And I
So
swear this wasn't planned. It just happened to be
no, it
that.
literally it kind of slayed. Like it just
Like God has blessed this podcast.
period from day one. Well, what is
Truly.
it? Is there an angel number? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna start with our bottom 6. Um, I'll go ahead and start
Sure.
since my least favorite
Oh no.
is excuse me, not podcast. My least favorite playlist is Seceding from the Union. Coming in at last place at 24, Seceding from the
Okay.
Union. This one for me got a Fergie's national anthem out of 7. Um, because it's insane. Coming in at number
Okay.
23 for me, Juneteenth.
Oh.
I was like, I listening to it. I was like, it's cute. It's a bit corny. I was like, it's a little
Oh.
on the nose. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to redo that one. I felt
Oh.
number 22. People who know drag queens make good music,
Featuring Davy.
featuring Davy. Oh my gosh, hey Queen.
I
Uh,
bet he's gonna knock that thing down. Anyway.
number 21. Working 9 to 5. Oh, that one slayed, but ultimately it was in the 4 category, and you know that's just where she was. Number 20, August Leos.
Okay.
No
Okay.
shade, no shade.
No, that's not shade.
It's
Mine is also yeah.
okay. I love August Leos, but you know what I'm saying. And then the best of the bottom 6 is British People, coming in at number 19 for me.
Girl, our lists are about to be so different.
This is so crazy. I'm so excited to know what the number
Um,
one is.
there was a little overlap, but
What is your reaction? Is there any that you're gagged by?
well, yes. Juneteenth gagged me a little bit.
Really? Okay.
Yes, because mine is definitely not in the bottom.
Okay.
Uh, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I have
I
more to say
love
about
and in your to quote you, I love the blacks.
that.
I love y'all. It's no
To
shade.
quote me, it's to quote anyway.
No, I'm just saying. You
Yeah,
know, the
yeah,
blacks
yeah.
is just.
I love the
I
blacks
love when you say that.
because it's hilarious.
It is
Okay.
hilarious.
So my top or bottom 6.
I'm so excited. Oh,
Now I'm like I feel like this is about to start a controversy. Like we're about to get really into it because when I tell you our lists are so different.
I'm about to gag.
So my last place, babies.
Real, okay, kind of real. I get
I
it.
just felt like it was I felt like the songs could have been more like I was expecting more songs literally for kids, like
Yeah.
kids music.
Hmm.
I think we got a little abstract with that one, which was
I
cute.
will say one of my. It's like my favorite episode,
Oh,
maybe.
same. This is not for the
It's
episode.
not, but
If we were ranking
this
episodes,
is
that
not.
would be a
This
whole
is not
different
ranking episodes. This is absolutely just the playlists that are
yeah,
6 songs each.
because that was probably the best episode we've ever recorded.
I think
Um,
I think about it all the time. Anyway,
no Charlie.
no, understand. I understand, babies. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, that one was just like it was like yeah, it could have been a little bit more thematic. Okay,
But
number
I do like a lot of the songs on Baby, so I
me
understand.
too, me
But
too. It was just
it's some got to be in last
as a
place.
playlist, right? Some got to be last place. Um, now this is controversial. Beyonce's birthday.
I understand. Well, not I understand, but we'll get into it. But like
It was just like the episode was good,
the episode
but
was good, but listening to the playlist, I'm like,
I was like, this is crazy. It was a lot of different directions and a lot of different interpretations.
hmm.
Like as a playlist, it's fine, but like it just could have been better. Let's just say that.
Beyonce, shout out to Beyonce.
Beyonce, Beyonce. Now number 5, seceding from the union. So we kind of
Okay,
agreed with that. I still stand by that Fergie's national anthem was great, but the one that we had to put in there wasn't the right one.
I
So
do think it being a protest, I do think about that being all the time. The fact that it's radical, I love
it's
that.
radical.
That was
She ate
hilarious.
that. She ate that. So we kind of yeah, we're on the same page there. That
It's
wasn't
so
hard.
funny that we haven't done a Fergie DVD brief yet. That's so
Oh
funny.
my god.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious that.
Okay, she will be the first one for season 2. Well, listen, how about that? Because that's actually insane.
Yeah.
Um, number 3, seasonal depression. And here's the reason why. I felt like some of the songs could have been more depressing, if that makes sense. Like more about depression, less about like specific things, if that makes sense. Like I know, I know. I'm gonna look at the song so I can give a better explanation, but I feel like
I gagged real hard. I'm
That
sorry.
was
Wow.
that was one that I really went back and forth actually on like whether or not I liked not liked it, but like whether or not it was you know what it was? It was because and it's no shade, but I feel like Leftover and Streetlights, I feel like those two songs could have been more depressing because I felt like for example, Doomed was perfect because it was, it's depressing as hell. Um But I don't know. In my personal opinion, I just felt like the general sonic, the literal like sounding of those songs could have been more depressing, in my opinion.
I literally, I don't know if I could disagree anymore. That is wild.
I
I am
know.
fascinated.
I know. And I
Oh,
I was I was shocked because when I was ranking them, obviously like then I put them, whatever, and I was like, "Oh shit." Like I didn't realize that it was going to be in the bottom when I did it. That's just the way the cookie crumbled, babe. Anyways, number 2, Housing Crisis. Did you say that one already? Um I liked that one, but I felt like they could have just been more on theme. I felt like a lot of the ones we had were like kind of abstract in the way that it pertained to the housing crisis. Um, which, it's fine. And then number 1, Leos.
hmm,
I did feel like I did feel like that one was pretty thematic to Leos, but I did feel like it could be, just a little bit more. I don't know.
right.
So yeah, wow.
Yeah,
It's giving
that's crazy.
I know. Ooh, yikes.
Um,
Okay.
yeah. So, in terms of this being my next tier of six, this one has the most variety in terms of score. So the bottom one has four, the middle is fives, and then the top one in this is a six. So this
Interesting.
is where things start getting.
Okay. So
But
for me, for the audience, I did it like I have fours in one category, fives in one category, sixes in one category, sevens in one category.
what is a seven? What does that mean?
Seven
Because
is the ones that got like an extra point for cohesion.
okay, let me explain. So basically, I awarded each point 1 point for each song that I enjoy in the playlist, and then one extra point for cohesion as a whole. So that is what I am talking about when I'm saying 4 or 5 out of 7. I gave each playlist a rank out of 7.
And the way I did it was slightly different. I gave each song a point if I felt like they fit the theme of the playlist, and then I gave them a point for cohesion. So kind of similar, but
So you gave a point for cohesion and then a point
yeah.
for cohesion.
No, I'm saying I gave a point for if the song hit the playlist, not if I liked it.
Okay.
Does that yeah, that was what I was saying. It was different. Anyways, please go first.
Okay, sure. So coming in 18, number 18, this is Beyonce's birthday. This
Okay.
is the first of the bottom mid tier, I guess. Next is Babies.
Okay.
I do like a lot of the songs on there. I was kind of, I was gagged. I was like Imogen Heap at this point. When you have a career like that, let me just make this little beat boop song for Babies. Let me
And
just
it's
do it.
gaggy. Like I was listening to it again and I was like, this song is good. Her vocal performance on it, I was like, she's eating. Anyway.
I didn't say all that, but
Uh,
number 16 for me, culturally appropriating.
okay, I think we actually have the same spot for that.
Number 15, being gay in middle school.
Okay. I actually think we have the same. That's
Cute.
hilarious.
Number 14, shockingly for me, Canadians. I had such a high
Really?
I had such high hopes for Canada, but was not that gagged. And then
Yeah.
the top of my next tier is starting a podcast. Cute song
Okay. Okay.
overall.
Um
The Cheetah Girls
I,
gagged me. That's a good song.
well, yes. um okay. Well, I think we have some overlap. I would say none of those are gaggy to me, just in general.
Yeah.
But so for me, number 18, starting a podcast. We had a lot of overlap in this one. Number 17, drag queens.
Okay.
I liked that one actually. Like I just felt like my picks could have been better. And that's just the way the cookie crumbled, babe. Number 16, cultural appropriating.
Okay.
I think that was the same for yours.
Kind of bottom, mid tier. Okay.
Yeah, it was tea, but like it was, it could have been better. Well, no, not even. I think
Screaming-
that like
I'm screaming. You're just saying they all could have been better. I love that.
I mean, I personally like that episode. I always tell people it's my favorite episode.
Mm.
Just because of it was so funny. I think the fact that we even did that was hilarious. But I just felt like the songs could have been more cohesive. Anyways, they were all over the place. And I'm mad at myself because I shouldn't have picked that Beyonce song. That was mostly for me. Like I should have picked Seven Rings.
She had to get whacked. I mean, she did
She
it.
had to get whacked.
It was kind of blatant, but I get it.
Yeah. I felt like nobody really whacked her for that, and I wanted to, but like in the grand scheme of things, I was like, I could have picked a better culturally appropriating song, but it's fine. What else was this? Oh, number 15, Game Middle School. I think we were the same on that.
That literally,
Not
yeah.
terrible. Okay, yeah, not terrible. It is what it is. Great episode. A lot of people say that's their favorite episode, actually.
Really? I think that it's a good that's a very retrospective episode in terms of like personal
Yeah.
anecdotes.
In a lot of ways, it was really like our first episode. But anyway.
T.
14, Home Depot. Light fixture in Home Depot.
Wow.
And I really thought that was gonna be the top one. I
Wow.
did. But I didn't feel like the songs were that cohesive
Wow.
as other
Wow.
playlists. How about that? And that's one of my favorites. How
Wow.
about that? This is not my favorites. These are best.
That's so funny because I ranked them on how much if I liked the song or not, and then one for cohesion. So this is me just like this whether on based on how many of the songs I ended up liking. So
Okay.
that's fascinating. Wow.
I have to echo your surprise.
Wow. Yeah. No. Wow.
And then 13, Screaming at the Top of Your Lungs.
Hmm.
Yeah. I felt like some of the songs could have been louder.
Hmm. Hmm.
And that's all she wrote, babe.
Interesting. Okay. Wow. 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 Oh wow. I'm really glad because a few of those are like in my diva top tier. So that's hilarious.
It is interesting how our brain works.
I'm gagged. I'm gagged. Okay. Wow. Let's go on to the worst of the best. This
Right.
is the next
Top 12.
top 12 bottom 6 of the top 12.
Right.
Starting with number 12, being in the club high off perp with some shades on. And the only reason that this is down here is because Party Rock Anthem. 100%. 100%. Could not get any higher than this.
I forgot it.
Sorry.
Well,
It tanks the playlist for me. Tanked it completely. So
I have to disagree, but we've already talked about that.
But this is at the bottom of my top. We're halfway there.
All right.
Number 11, Cuffing Season. It's cute. It's cute. I love Frou Frou. I love that one. It's cute.
That's it?
Yeah.
Someone to Call My Lover?
It's cute.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I love that song, but
okay.
I feel like there are playlists with more songs on it that I like. Let me see.
Yeah, you don't even. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna shut up.
What? What?
No, it's okay.
No, what?
We'll talk about it in a second.
No, what?
Prototype. I just felt like that was a really good one.
I love Prototype. Prototype is great, but I thought there were some that were better.
All right.
Next, number 10. This is The Airport.
Okay.
This is where I really had to do a lot of switching for my top 10 because I feel like my least favorites were much easier to determine, but like I had really started to have some trouble. But
Damn.
honestly, the only song that I was really like, "What the fuck" is Mary Boone. I didn't know. I was like, oh, I still didn't get it quite. So, but like the rest of them, I thought they were kind of perfect.
Okay.
So
Well, fuck Vampire Weekend, I
I
guess.
mean, you know,
It's fine.
I do, you know.
Yeah.
Number 9, the housing crisis.
Oh
Um,
wow. Okay.
it's my house, and I live here.
That was a
Period.
good pick. That
Period.
was good. I ate that.
Number 8 is cozying by the fire. Um,
Okay.
Faye Webster kind of peeled my wig back. Was
I
not
listened to that one too and I was gagged. I was like, that this was a good.
because at first I was like, okay, I was like, we're kind of, and then that chorus hit, and I said,
Yeah. Baby, tell me
yeah,
where you want to
I
go.
said that's exactly where the song needed to go. Because I was
Her and
like,
Clairo are like sisters. Like they're like Claire. She likes
I
a little bit louder than Clairo.
I thought that she was Clara, and I don't know. I still haven't listened to that whole.
Charm.
I still haven't listened to Charm, but
Don't even get me started. Literally, don't get me started.
yeah, it's fine. But I also loved. I love just the idea of being in Alexis Carrington Colby's penthouse apartment. Just like, I. If you haven't watched Dynasty, girl, like Dynasty, you need to watch Dynasty.
I know.
You need to watch Dynasty. It starts with gay shit immediately.
Gag it.
He's like, it's like, did you graduate from the school of faggotry or something? He's like, literally, like,
Oh my god. Okay, that sounds like
and then
my
they said,
alley.
what? He was like, instead of like having sex like with another man, he was like, he's Stephen laid hands on another man. Like that was the metaphor. So now anytime I think of sex, I'm like, they laid hands on each other. Like that's so
And
funny
that
to
sounds
me.
like they're fighting.
Exactly, but like it, if
Interesting.
Dynasty is like high drama camp, it's everything to me. I
Okay,
love
okay,
Dynasty.
okay. Period. Wait, is that your last one?
No, that's
Oh,
number 8, and then
oh.
number 7, Caitlin Covington.
Okay.
These songs pretty much consistently slayed. This one still, I think there was one song. I think the -1 point because this is a 6 for me out of 7. I think the 1 point I didn't like one song, but I forget which one. But overall, they were all very fall to me. So that is my next tier. And I don't think there were. Was there any upsets in here for you?
Not really.
Okay. Okay.
You'll
Word.
see in a second. They're kind of similar to mine.
I'm very upset already, but you'll see why already.
I
This
mean, I am too.
like I'm
So
gagged, so
it's fine.
we'll see.
Um,
Well, what are your next? What is your
my
bottom of best?
next
Your worst of the best?
British people, number 12.
Fair.
I just felt like that was really more so just cohesion. That was really it. They all were eats for me, to be honest. You really put me on to Daniel Bedingfield. Cannot stop listening to that song.
He made it in his bedroom.
And I listened to the whole album actually, and I liked it. But there wasn't a song that I went back to more than that one. British people working 9 to 5. Now, this one, to be fair, I mean, like I said, this is in the 6s, not the 7s. I didn't give it a 7 because I do feel like it could be more cohesive. But when I tell you, this is probably the one I revisit the most because I'm working
Really?
9 to 5.
Oh,
Yes. And I need to center thy will.
baby.
Baby.
When I tell you, it gets me together. Like it literally.
You kind of slay that because like when I tell you when I'm at work and I'm having just an irritating time, I click on 9 to 5, babe. With thy holy will.
I'm telling you, there's something
It
that
was gaggy. I think that was one of our just in terms of picks, we really did a good job with that one. 10, Caitlin Covington. Like I said, this got a point. This actually did get a point for cohesion, I think. But I personally did not. I don't feel like Six Pistons on the Renter. I don't think that's a false song. I still don't feel that way.
that's
I
so
think that's a
crazy.
summer song to me. And is that the one that had Stacey Oracle on it?
Yes, it is.
And maybe it was that one. What
She's
there
a
was it was either that one or
she's
the
a
other one.
Christian. Caitlyn is a Christian. She's a
Mm.
Christian.
That song I also don't feel like is very fall, but I like the song, so I
Well,
let it
it's not
slide.
fall. It's Caitlyn Covington. It's for her.
Oh, T. So that's why it's in 6. It's fine. It's
Period.
fine.
Yeah. No.
Number 9, karaoke.
Hmm.
I there really wasn't much to say. I really like that playlist.
It eats.
It eats like I mean, of course it does. Hello. Um, but it is what it is. Number 8, Canadians. I personally just really liked that playlist. I felt like it's a really good listening experience. I think the sequencing of the songs was really good, personally. But clearly you don't feel the same. Number
I just didn't live for the Avril Lavigne song in hindsight. Sorry. And then
oh.
I just kept thinking that Justin Bieber sounded like Keisha Cole. Like it can't. I can't. I
But
can't.
did he not eat though? Like,
It was. He said he sings down, but like the song, I'm like, girl, that should be me buying you gifts. Like, chop.
girl, he's 15.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm saying, but like, still, it didn't resonate. It didn't resonate with me.
that's real because I'm like, no shade. I'm like, it resonated with me because I needed him to buy me some gifts. Anyway, now this is where we differ because I put Juneteenth at number 7.
Number 7 is Juneteenth. Wow.
I personally felt like that was a really good playlist. I felt like it had a lot of different uh themes about Juneteenth. I felt like it was very black, as obviously, but like I felt like it covered a lot of the black experience. I felt like I felt like all of the songs are great, top to bottom, and just objectively, just great songs. And yeah, I really liked that playlist. I don't know. I'm surprised that you didn't rank it very high.
I think for me, I think it just felt a bit on the. I feel like both of us could have gone cooler, if that makes sense.
Oh,
I feel like it was, while it was effective, I don't think it was that cool.
okay, I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I
They're
felt that
great
way before
songs.
I listened to it.
Love all of the songs. I love them. I chose half of the songs on all these playlists, so it's like,
Obviously,
you know what I'm
hmm
saying. But it's like when it came down to it,
that's
it
fair.
came down to it. You know what I'm saying?
I just think, yeah, I don't know. I just really liked the playlist. I think it was one that I was like, because I actually wasn't expecting it to be this high. Because I felt that way before I listened to it, and then I listened to it again, and I was like, you know what? Actually, I really like it. Like I just was like, it is what it is. It's Juneteenth. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I think for the top 6, I think that we should go back and forth. I think we should
Okay,
do each one individually. So I want to say my number 6,
do it.
which going into it, I thought it would be my number 1, but it is in the top. This is Robbing a Bank.
Okay, okay, that's not my number 6, but
I
that
think
was a great playlist.
I think that
I
overall,
think that is our most underrated playlist,
I think
personally.
overall we kind of slayed the scene
Down.
with every song.
Number 6, Fire. Closing up by the fire for me.
Real, real,
I
real.
really like that one.
Thomas Slays.
And I didn't think that was gonna be high for me, but then I listened to it again and I was like, no, we ate that.
Number 5 for me. I cannot believe you put seasonal depression that low. I cannot believe. I
It's
cannot
because
believe you don't
it's just
live for leftover.
no, it wasn't that I didn't live. It was just that I felt like okay, it's because I felt like all the other songs were kind of just about depression generally, and that one was specifically about like being sad about a lover, and I felt like it could just be more generally depressing, if that makes sense. Like it
Well,
stood out to me against all of the other ones. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
And then what was the other one
One
again?
day, one day, I guess one day it just got to hit you, and you're gonna be like, "Wait, no, this bitch, I'm actually about to slit my wrist vertically
Oh,
listening to
and then
this song."
Streetlights. It was really Streetlights, if we're being real. I just felt like
Really?
yeah, because not that obviously that song's great, but it was just like in the playlist. it just felt out of place sonically
Hmm.
to me. Like even more so than Leftover. Like there's a case to be made for Leftover. I really liked that song. I
I
did.
like.
And
Yeah,
I listened to it in the shower. So I gave it the best possible uh what am I trying to say? Best
that's
possible
possible.
best possible chance. Um but
Well, I guess you don't have a car.
exactly. That's kind of tea. That's kind of tea actually cuz yesterday I was in a car cuz my friend drove me home and I was like I hate driving, but there is something about listening to music in a car.
Oh yeah,
Like
no, I miss.
that's going to be have to be an episode cars, 6 songs for cars.
Yeah, no, literally.
But anyways, I and you know what it is? Something had to be 21st, okay? Like it was just like also it's like I don't like to be depressed, so it's like also the re-listenability to me. Like I just
Every
would
song, almost every song. My what was I think my least favorite song on this one. I think was
cuz
I
it's
Know Alone. Maybe no. What? Well, let me
I can
see.
tell you Lemon
Depression.
Twigs, I Don't Belong to Me, Leftover,
No,
Ghost in the
limited
Machine,
that. No, yeah, I think that was my least favorite. I Know Alone
Lemon
because there were
Twigs.
because Ghost in the Machine. I was like, actually, that is kind of the sad. Like that was like the most surprising one. But the Lemon Twig Slade, I just was like, this is
It,
of course it's number 5 for me. So I
yeah.
live for every song. But I'm just so shocked. I don't know. Did you say you're number 5?
I'm sorry y'all, I'm
No,
really
no, no.
sick.
You're fine. You're fine.
Um Actually,
But
I'm not really sick.
did you say you're number 5?
No, I did not.
Okay, what's your number 5?
The airport, the airport, the airport. It's because I went to the airport recently and I listened to that playlist and it really kind of ate. Like it really takes you from like Apple, that's like when you walk into the airport, right? And it's like the hustle and bustle and it's just loud as fuck. And then uh Fly Like a Bird, that's when you're on the plane. So same with Welcome to Wolf Records. And then what was the other one? I understand Mary Boone. I do. I do. It's fine. I love that
You
song.
chose it.
I chose it. It's a personal thing to me. There is a certain subsect of people that will understand. I stand by it as well, but I get it. The Crawling Pink song, loved it. Like I thought this was a great. I just really thought this was like a great playlist because it really just like anything about an airport. Like we really got that. Also, I really did love that we both picked songs that we like took off on a plane
Oh yeah,
for.
that's my every time. You'll see me rewinding Mariah Carey. Either
The only one that I kind of like that almost put it not on the top was Amelia. Not because that song's
what?
not because it's not good, but because for some reason it just sticks out to me on this playlist. But I love that song so much that that's how it still stayed number 5. Like it's literally about Amelia Earhart, so it
Yeah,
was just
what
like
sticks out about it?
the production. Like it just like it's the least like it has the least amount of like instruments and stuff. Like I feel like of all the other songs and like what am I trying to say? It's more stripped down than the other songs, but it's like literally about Amelia Earhart, so it was like that was gaggy, so I had to keep it where it was. Yeah. And I really
Mm,
like that song. Like I listened to the whole thing, so
word. Okay, number 4. Once again, screaming at the top of your lungs. I don't know. I
okay.
gagged. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know how you didn't gag, but
It's because I felt like it's because let me go back. Let me get the songs up before I say what I'm about to say because I don't want to say anything wrong. And I was expecting this to be top as well. That's another thing. Like I
I'm
do want you
gagged.
to understand. Like I went into this not thinking that what my ranking was going to be my ranking. It's because truthfully, it was the I felt like
Have you ever been outside
no.
at the end? Then you just don't get it. I don't know.
I think that's what it was.
I
It
don't
was just
know.
like
I don't
I
know.
felt
You
like
never
all
you that like the sound barrier breaks. You get the right group of people together and you play that song. You call us Stephanie? Do you know how? Do you?
listen.
I don't know.
There's a stud shortage in New York City. Okay,
Young man, we need
and
you. We need you
we need
bad.
you
I
bad,
need
babe.
you.
And Yeah, it was
You
just like the Young and May song. The song itself was not as loud as it could be in terms of the other songs. Like, yes, when you're singing it with people, but I felt like the song itself was not loud.
it's
And then
about
the
the
Darling Nikki
experience.
song was only loud kind of at the end. So I was like, okay, in terms of the other songs,
Well, he's screaming.
yeah. Well, that's why it was like, I get it. It doesn't. It's not that it didn't deserve to be on the playlist,
I'm just
but
gagged that it was that low.
okay. Number 4 for me, end of a movie. We slayed that.
Right.
We ate that. That there really isn't much to say. It was literally just like top to bottom. We ate like cohesion, song choice, how different the songs were, but they also like still fit together. I just felt like great playlist all around.
Number 3, karaoke.
Okay,
Um,
period. We ate that.
hits are hits, and you know that's kind of that. You know what I'm saying? When you have a hit, you have a hit, and there are several hits on that. Honestly, gagged me how much I enjoyed that Adam Lambert song. Like I forgot,
Baby.
it's a great song.
I think that's why was my first pick because everyone forgets how much that song is good.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Like he ate that. Shout out to Adam Lambert.
Where he from? I was gonna say he from Arkansas, but that's Clay Aiken.
Girl, because I thought that he was for so long.
No, that's
But
Clay
that's
Aiken.
somebody else. I don't know
Clay
if he's from.
Aiken. Clay Aiken. Clay Aiken. Clay Aiken. That's his name.
No, it's not him.
It's not Clay Aiken.
Well, he might be from Arkansas, but there was somebody else I was thinking of. Was he on American Idol?
Clay Aiken was on American Idol. He was
Maybe
from
it
like
is Clay Aiken. I
he
don't
was from
fucking know.
Conway.
Anyway, um,
Ugh, Conway. Wow.
ew. Oop, no shade. Okay. Sorry, Conwayans.
I'm screaming.
Anyways,
Conwayans is hilarious.
we're on 3, right?
Yeah, that was my third place
Okay.
karaoke.
I thought karaoke was also gonna be higher for me,
I'm
but
shocked how low it was, knowing how much karaoke means to you.
I
Like
know and upset. It was the cohesion thing.
they wouldn't all eat at karaoke.
I meant cohesion as in like sonically, like how much well the songs flow into each other. That's what mean when I say cohesion. Anyway, so my third playlist is cuffing season.
Hmm.
I thought we slayed. I was like, all the songs fit for cuffing season. All these songs are great, and I couldn't find a flaw. I I'm shocked that yours was so low. That's why I was gagged. I was like, what?
Yeah. I don't know. I felt like a couple could have been more romantic. I feel like Someone to Call Me Your Lover is like romantic, yeah, and Love Me Land is like romantic, sure, but I feel like it's not like ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like sensual and sexy. Well, you know what I'm saying? But,
I guess so. Yeah.
you know, it was in my top half. It's in the better
Yeah.
half. So that says something.
I guess I just connected with it.
My number 2, which is very similar to yours, the end of the movie.
Okay.
We
We ate.
that one really we really slayed that one. The one that sticks out to me the most is the Wolfpack one, but when you said it's a horror film, then I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I get it. Like
Yeah.
I can see that.
My number 2 is robbing a bank.
Very real.
We really ate that.
Very real.
That entire episode is just underrated. Like I think people need to talk. Our listeners need to talk more about that one.
I'm screaming.
I just felt like the story of our playlist really came through with the songs.
It busted kind of put this one at the bottom for me because I was like, I feel like that one a bit was a throwaway. I do.
The song,
The song busted. I do feel like it was a throwaway.
you're not real Phineas and Ferb head like me, I guess.
I'm not. I'm not.
I just liked it because they get caught at the end.
I get it. But then I feel like I don't know, like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But
It's fine.
it's in my top 6, so
Yeah.
it's fine. But that's the
I
one that
just thought it
stuck
was.
out to
I
me
thought the entire
the
playlist was
most.
funny and whimsical.
Funny and
And
whimsical.
yeah, funny is always going to trump anything else for me. No shade,
Yeah.
but I just think
I
it
actually really liked. I really liked the energy of Spring Breakers for like a robbing a bank sort of scene. Like I feel like that
wow,
was
look at
quite
you giving
cute.
Charlie something.
I give her what she deserves. I
You know
do.
what's crazy? She was pretty good on SNL. I'm not even gonna hold you. I
I
don't find SNL funny usually, but for what she worked with, what she had to work with, I was impressed with her performance. We've never really seen her act, so
I can't speak to it because I have not made a point to watch it.
I was not like I was bracing myself. I'm not gonna hold you. That's my girl, but I was bracing myself. But I felt like for what they gave her, I do think it was cute. Like it wasn't like cringy. Like it was cute. It was fine. It was fine. And the performances were
I'm
looked
of the
pretty good.
I'm of the what's the word I'm looking for? I'm of the belief that like SNL is just like corny regardless. Like when people are like, "Have you seen this
Yeah.
SNL clip?" I'm like,
No.
"No,"
Yes.
and then they
The
play
answer
it,
is
and
no.
I'm like,
SNL has not been funny in probably like 15 years.
meanwhile, play anything that Deborah Wilson did on Mad TV. Any single thing that she did on Mad TV, I'm stopping, I'm dropping, and I'm rolling on the fucking floor. Like, you know,
Period. Yeah.
Deborah Wilson, honestly, a diva. I don't know. She needs. I don't know. I don't know if she's ever made music before, but that she could have.
Period.
I live for Deborah Wilson. Ugh.
Yeah, SNL. Anyway, that's not, I don't. Sorry, that was a tangent. Oh, now we're at number one.
Yeah. Okay. Where? So then we're at the number one. How was the light fixture section of Home Depot at so low? How did that end up so low? How did that end up so low? Every song slayed.
You know,
Every song slayed.
let's just say this, okay, guys.
Every song slayed. How? How could it be so low? I'm demanding answers.
It was because I don't really have an answer. Okay, I don't really have an answer.
I'm
I don't really have an
shocked.
answer.
Every song I was like, actually, it's perfect. It sounds like it just feels like yeah.
If I had more time, I do think that that would probably be higher than it was. Let's just be real. I'm not gonna lie, like listening to these songs and also working and also living my life and also having to rank them and also having to do that, it was a lot. Okay. So
Girl, it's a lot
sometimes,
for me too. I have a life.
yeah, but I'm just saying sometimes explanations get, you just have to move on. And I was also expecting this to be higher, but then when I just like looked at all the rankings, it just wasn't. And
I'm gagged.
I
This
think it
is
was
this
more
is the best
so,
playlist for me. This is the best one. This is the best one for me. I don't know. That's
and it was,
wild.
and my reason was tested. I just didn't connect with it as
Huh.
much as the other ones. And I think when I was listening to that one time, I didn't feel like the songs flowed into each other as well as they could have like as other playlists. But thinking about it now, I do think it should have been higher for me.
When you said that, what
Like
number? What
I would
number was it on your list?
14.
14.
If I have to redo this list, I
Wow.
would probably switch that for the fire. So I would put it at number 6.
No, don't switch it. It's okay.
I'm not going to, but if I was,
Stand by your man.
I think I couldn't take the pressure of it. I couldn't take the pressure of it.
Yeah, that's right.
And my top one was being high in the club with the shades on.
Yeah, you and the party rock. That probably dead ass would have been my number one if that was a different song. Like I could not, I could not, I could not. The reason it didn't get Fergie national anthem out of 7 was because the rest of them slayed so hard. But like that, ugh, I don't get it. Party rockers in the house tonight. Am I
Everybody just have a
8 years
good time.
old? No. Ugh. chop. One chop. But the
I mean,
jokes
I've
keep
said it
getting
on the
funny.
episode. If you get it, you get it. I love that song. I will always love that song. I think it was such a moment in time. I want to be high in the club, my shades on, and that song comes on. I don't know what it is about that song. I love it. I
That
think it
song
is.
comes, I'm getting a drink. I'm heading to the bar.
It's kind of like I feel like it has a similar feeling to "I Got a Feeling," where like on paper I don't like that song, but then it comes on and I'm like Monday,
But
Tuesday.
are they even the same tier of song? Like I
Kind
got a
of.
feeling is actually good.
Well, yes, and
Party
so is Party
Rock
Rock
Anthem
Anthem.
is not good. No
Get
way.
up, get down, put
No.
your hands up to the sun. Get up, get down, get your hands up
It
to the sun.
feels like a fucking Gregory Brothers YouTube video in
That is flattering.
2010.
Ugh.
Like it feels like a parody. Ew.
I just feel like there's a place for it in the club.
Ew. No. No. Well,
I
that's
listen.
fascinating.
It is fascinating, and it's just my truth. Okay, it's my truth. I loved that song in middle school. I I just love that song. I would be lying if I said I didn't. But I do understand it is out of place on the playlist. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it's
I do feel like
one chop.
I
That's all
know
I got.
it's a chop win. I
It's
feel like
okay.
yeah, that's like
I I listen, that's your truth, and your truth is as long as it's true. You know what I'm saying?
I do feel my one note I think actually would be like fix your sex in the Home Depot. I do think that was undeserved.
I gagged when you said it was that low. Like not even top half, like bottom half. It's like crazy. But
It is what it is.
it is what it is. Um,
I that's probably the only one I would change.
yeah.
I stand by everything else.
Hey, listen. I thought about this, and once I saw this order, I was like, this is it. So, um, if you have a
Yeah.
favorite, if are you surprised if you're listening? Are you surprised that anywhere in the bottom? Are you surprised that anywhere in the top? Do you have a favorite? Let us know, girls. But it's been a wild ride so far. Season one, having an online presence,
Girl,
um,
a lot.
it's an experience.
It's an experience.
Slowly watching my roots grow out throughout the entire season. Terrifying, nightmarish. My hair is black. Who knows how long it'll be black for?
So is mine. Ugh.
But we've had a complete evolution. I'm not the same blonde I was when I started this podcast.
No. And I actually have to say something. Last night I was hanging out with a British person and I was saying to him because our British episode had just come out when this was recorded.
Hmm.
And I was reading off the songs and he was gagged that you picked Rachel Stevens. He was like, that's a deep cut. And I was like, you don't know Reilee. Reilee can pull this shit out of his ass.
I'm screaming, no. This baby, she snatched me bald. I said, "Oh no, let me give." And that whole album, top to bottom, flawless. But
He
that's
was
hilarious.
like visibly like taken aback. He was not expecting that. And I was like, girl, imagine my surprise.
That's hilarious. I'm glad I got an actual Brit's stand up stamp of approval.
Yeah. He was impressed by the songs. He was like, most of these make sense, but he was really gagged about that one. Like and Liberty X, but more so Rachel Stevens. Like he literally was like, what?
That's
He
hilarious.
was like, if you went to Britain and said that, like the girls would gag.
Would they really,
Yeah.
baby? I'm kind of a stan a little bit.
And he had a similar reaction to Daniel Bedingfield, but Rachel Stevens he was really floored.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Shout out to all
So
my Brits out there, babes. I love you. Kiss,
shout out to
kiss.
y'all.
But
Right.
no, I've really enjoyed doing this podcast. I'll tell you, like I never. It's so weird being on the internet now, and like all the podcast jokes apply to me now, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's hilarious. But I
My
really do think that we have something special here. I do enjoy recording it, and I do think that it's better than a lot of podcasts out there. I'll just say it.
okay, let's
Like,
clock it.
let's drop the mic. Like, no shade, but shade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think that a lot of podcasts are missing a niche, and we definitely have one.
Period.
And I also have enjoyed it. I think, it's just so serendipitous, I think, how this happened. My only regret is that we didn't do it sooner. Like, I feel like it's kind of funny that it took this long.
Patreon episode is reacting to one of these teapot episodes I have stashed in my Google Drive that
Oh my
I
god.
haven't opened in years, but I definitely have. I
The
think
Lost Cup, I
I
wish.
wish we had the last cup. That was But yes, no, for those listening, the teapot, when we were in high school, we decided to like make like a fake podcast and like record episodes with like students around our
In
school
around the school.
in our classes and shit. And it was called the teapot, and
Oh, Jesus.
very bad, very bad, very bad. But
I couldn't even imagine. First of all, I don't wanna listen to it 'cause I don't wanna hear what my voice sounded like.
no, me either. And like, but
It was definitely, like, both of ours were, like, 5 decibels higher.
yeah, a lot of smoking since then. No shade.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oof.
Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, "Ooh, yeah, we have
Nope.
to get paid for that. We're gonna have to get paid for that."
You
Um,
don't always die from tobacco. Sometimes you just lose a lot. Let me.
oh my god, must be the weed. But
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
thank y'all so much for listening to this
Yeah,
podcast.
for
We love
rocking with
you,
us, old and new.
truly, and just know that next season, you'll be if you're listening, you'll be able to say you were an OG fan before we blew up. Let's just say that.
Period. No, I really do think that um,
We have something special.
I think we have something special. I would love once again, even if you are just another music nerd and you're listening and you're just like, these people, girls, do you know about this? Do you know about that? It's like I absolutely 100% want to use this platform to like put myself on to new music,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
100%. So let us know if there's anybody within our break that's coming up soon. If there's anybody that we need to get into, if there are any divas that you feel, girl,
Yes.
y'all need to do a diva debrief, comment, send us an email, do whatever you can, and we will definitely,
Yeah.
we'll put her down.
Also, I feel like if there is a big enough community, I wouldn't want to facilitate it, but I could see there being a need for a Discord server.
I was, I had, we'll see. I could,
We'll
I
see.
could, I could, I could, I could think that would be. Is that something that you guys would
Right.
be interested in? Let us
It's either
know.
that or Patreon. Let's be real.
I
No
mean,
shade, because they're kind of the same thing.
I I don't really know what the girls got going on Discord, but if that's something that y'all want, and we can like harbor some sort of swap, I'd love that. So
Yeah.
let
I
us
will
know.
My goal for season 2 is for this podcast to be more like interaction with the fans. Fans. I don't like that. Listeners. Like I think I want it to be like you said, like giving suggestions, giving questions. Like we have more of like a relationship with them because I just wanted to like foster a community. Like I think it's just a community of people who love music.
Yeah,
And
I feel like there is the two quickest ways to like understand somebody is their music taste and their food taste. And maybe that's just because I'm a fat bitch that love music, and that's just me. That's just like
I'm
my
crying.
brand. But I
Yeah.
really do think that you can learn a lot about what a person decides to put in their ears. So I'd love the opportunity to get to know some of y'all more by knowing what you put in your ear holes when you are bored or whatever. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for listening. We got 2 episodes left this season, and then we'll be back sometime soon after that. So thank y'all for rocking with us, and stay tuned for
Tell a
next
friend.
episode, girl. Tell a friend and tell a friend.
We can only
Mwah.
grow by y'all. All right. Bye.
Bye, y'all.